Here's our tail of the tape, brought to you by the United States Air Force Reserve. Both of these fighters 34 years of age. Bajor is an inch taller. It is Ronny Markes who weighed in heavier. Equal arm reach and a 1-inch advantage for Markes on the legs. Andy Shepard, let's get started.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Motor Point Arena here in Cardiff, and welcome to PFL's first ever international event. We appreciate you joining us on ESPN+, and it's time to get this party started with heavyweight action. Introducing first, in the blue corner, he's a striking specialist, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in officially at 236 pounds. In 32 professional bouts, he has a record of 23 wins and 9 losses, 20 victories coming by way of stoppage. Fighting out of Rzeszów, Poland, Szymon Bajor! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he is a jiu-jitsu specialist and stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. He weighed in officially at 245 pounds. He enters the PFL Smart Cage having contested 31 professional fights with a record of 22 wins and 9 losses. Fighting out of Natal, Brazil, Ronny Markes! Your referee in charge, Mark Goddard.
Great to see Mark Goddard here inside the PFL Smart Cage and equipped with our ref cam. He'll take you for an inside look at the action. Bajor in the gray trunks, Ronny Markes in the blue. Brazil versus Poland. And we are underway in Cardiff. Touch of the gloves. And a heavy leg kick from Markes. And a second. Ronny wasting no time here, Randy, and trying to get this one to the mat. Bajor back to his feet.
Nice level change by Ronny Markes, followed through, and a second effort to finally secure that takedown. Almost looked like he was going to get reversed. Gave that second effort, circled towards that underhook, came back up and finished the takedown.
Yeah, that was a beautiful job of getting up from half guard right into that body lock takedown in a great position here in half guard. This is exactly what Ronny wanted. He wanted to get this top position. Said he can beat anyone in this weight class if he gets on top.
Both of these guys very experienced, more than 30 fights for each of them, but perhaps a big difference. A lot of Ronny Markes' fights have come in big-time shows. He's fought for the UFC, he's fought for Bellator, of course he's fought here for the PFL as part of the regular season, and Bajor has been mostly in the European regional scene.
Yeah, this is definitely a step up for him. Ronny now chipping away with some ground and pound. He's going to try to advance into mount here. Now he's trying to isolate that arm. Excellent shoulder pressure there, really controlling the head of Bajor. Might be attacking the back here. He's got that gift wrap now.
Both hooks in. He's got security. He's anchored in. He's lost a hook now.
We are looking to just work his way back to his feet and stand, and have to do it a little bit more strategically against the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt like Markes.
Bajor doing a good job of getting to his knees. He was in a tough position there, showing some good strength and skill. Much safer here up against the cage. Ronny keeping the pressure on with knees to the quad. Those will hurt.
Ronny hasn't been cutting weight recently, but he did tell us even with the short notice fight, he has been training. He's part of camps for a couple other guys. He was part of camps for Marcelo Nunes, who we saw fight in New York City last week inside the Smart Cage.
He's been doing those camps down in Brazil, which is significant travel from Brazil all the way to here.
He's got two hooks again, trying to flatten him out. Bajor does a good job of turning.
Bajor doing a great job of going right to that elbow escape and pushing one of those hooks out, not letting him anchor all the way in.
Look, this is a very unfortunate and unpleasant place to be for Bajor, but he's doing excellent work with his defense right now.
Oh, got a little too high.
All the way out the back. Szymon Bajor now tries to turn the tide with 2 minutes left in the first round.
Bajor has to be crazy strong because he was able to withstand that hip pressure from Markes as he was trying to flatten him out. Markes got a little too greedy, got a little too high, got his head way past the head of Bajor, lost position. Now it's Bajor's turn to try to inflict some pain here.
And now might be where we see what Ronny Markes told us getting tested, right? He says, I'm in pretty good shape because I've been training a lot, but when you take a fight on short notice, there's always a question about the gas tank, and that gas tank runs out a lot quicker when you're on the bottom.
Yeah, and he was exerting some energy trying to keep Bajor on bottom a little bit, so I'm going to see how well conditioned he is.
Good ground and pound here from Bajor.
I like the way Bajor's keeping elevation, keeping that position, floating over the top of Ronny Markes, and finding and picking his shots very well.
There's Sadabusi, half of a welterweight semifinal that you'll see on ESPN and ESPN Plus later. His fourth trip to the PFL playoffs. Nice left hands for the top here for Szymon Bajor.
This is going to be a good little moral victory here in round one for Bajor. He was in some tough spots. He's going to end this round on top. And it looks like Markes really starting to slow down here. Or he might be just trying to conserve energy so he can go into round two nice and fresh.
More left-hand work from Szymon Bajor. Final 5 seconds of this opening fight in Cardiff, and we'll see round two when we return. Markes was on top for basically 3 minutes, and then 2 minutes from Bajor, who did a lot more work with the striking. Fighter performance rating favors Bajor, but you never know what the judges thought of that round.
Yeah, it is interesting. Ronny got exactly where he needed to be through some second effort and additional attempts to put Bajor on the ground, but then got a little high, got a little careless and lost position.
And he just ate a right hand, and now it's Bajor initiating the grappling, and he takes Ronny Markes down.
Yeah, I know Ronny wanted to make it a ground fight, but he didn't want to be on his back against someone like Bajor. I knew this would be a battle for the takedown, and Bajor clearly got some confidence from round one.
We talked about it before the fight. Szymon Bajor has 10 knockouts and 10 submissions. That is the absolute definition of well-rounded because he's got finishes in both arenas, an equal number.
Yeah, Ronny was doing a good job with those leg kicks, but he was backing straight up against the cage, allowing Bajor to pin him. Now he's trying to go for a half guard sweep. This is one of Ronny Markes' best moves on bottom, but Bajor was onto it.
Bajor comfortable sitting in that half guard. One of the positions I like a lot too, gives you that anchor, something to hang on to. A lot less precarious than being in cross-side position.
Yeah, it offers a great way to control that base leg. It becomes very difficult for the person to get up unless they get that underhook. And looks like Bajor is taking a page out of Randy Couture's book, getting good position, just staying right on him, pinning him, allowing Markes to carry his weight, and all the while chipping away with some nice ground and pound.
Ronny's got to be questioning his decision at this point.
Yeah.
Oh boy, taking a fight on 3 days' notice. Is that something you ever did, Kenny?
No, not really, not that short. 3 weeks, I think, was the shortest that I took, but I was, of course, always in shape, Randy. I never out of the gym. Right, Sean? Just like you.
That's exactly right, Kenny. The picture of fitness.
What's the shortest notice you ever took, Sean?
I think 2 weeks was the shortest notice fight I ever took.
You know, from a conditioning standpoint, it's difficult. Also, but mentally, it can be, a hiccup as well. You know, sometimes it helps guys because they don't get nervous for it, but in a lot of ways, it hurts you because mentally you haven't been preparing for that same level of intensity
for a long time.
And Ronny Markes is on a win streak. It's been 3 in a row for him. It's also been 3 in a row for Bajor. A lot of work, right hand to the body and left hand to the head has sort of been the scenario with Bajor in this half guard. Goddard asking for a little bit more work from both men.
Oh, those are big shots to the body there from Bajor. Yeah, Ronny, let's go with the head, decides to block.
Well, you saw almost on cue, Ronny Markes heard the warning from the referee and said, let me try this lockdown.
Yeah.
And then Bajor hammered away at his body. He ate about 4 of them and said, nah, never mind.
Not a good idea.
Here's Ronny Markes trying to get his legs back in this fight.
Temporarily successful, but Bajor back down. And there's the stand-up from Mark Goddard. Inside of 90 seconds now. Back to their feet.
Ronny trying to set up those lead leg kicks again. Landed some heavy ones in round 2 again.
Bajor once again strikes his way into a clinch. Presses Ronny Markes against the cage. Kenny, you made the comment about Szymon Bajor's physical strength in the first round. Ronny Markes is a very strong guy. I've been in there with him, so the fact that Bajor is pushing him around and able to keep him against the cage would be a testament to your guess earlier. Yeah, 100%. It really says a lot. Those are some thick legs on Markes, upper body, very big as well. Flying knee attempted. Was it a left that landed for Bajor? Ronny Markes fell down hard. Can he survive the next 20 seconds?
He might have been thrown off balance as he tried to go for that knee. I'm not sure it was a shot that landed on the head.
It looked like he had no base. He was in the air when he got hit with that, and when he landed, he was off balance.
Final few seconds of the round. Bajor finishes on top once again. Ronny Markes in the blue trunks, Bajor in the gray. 3rd and final round in this heavyweight showcase bout. Another leg kick from Markes. Bajor once again backing Ronny Markes up. Big right hand. And another attempted there for Bajor. Shot here from Markes.
Nice level change by Markes. Gets stuck on his knees, which causes him a problem. He can't follow through and drive through that fence and barrier to finish the takedown.
He's trying to lock his hands. I think he has it.
Bajor going right to quarter position. Ronny Markes able to take his back with both hooks in now.
Now you see that left leg, putting that foot behind the left knee of Bajor, which is going to force Bajor to kind of go belly down, or at the very least not turn and face him.
Arm triangle.
Oh, he let go of that.
Wow. Just sweaty enough to slip out of that.
Nice work for Szymon Bajor to get himself out of trouble.
Yeah, that was a miscalculation there from Ronny Markes, losing position there. A great start to this round for him. And it may very well come down to this round, guys. You know, the majority of round 1, in my opinion, was won by Markes. I know Bajor finished on top, but Markes had Bajor in some serious trouble there positionally. He was landing some good shots as well. He's going to have to come up with something big here. He's getting back to his feet.
Strong scramble there from Ronny Markes to get back to vertical. Can he extricate himself from the grip of Szymon Bajor? And he does. Good uppercut. Bajor times that shot well underneath the hook of Ronny Markes.
Nice level change, good follow through by Szymon Bajor. For Ronny to use that fence now, walk up that fence and try and get back to his feet.
Markes now back to his feet. Let's see if he can get that right underhook back in play. Much better position now as he faces Bajor.
Halfway through this final round, Szymon Bajor has taken control of this fight. Ronny Markes to his credit, still very much in it. Nice knee up the middle. Markes responds and eats a hook for his efforts.
Szymon looking a little bit fresher than Ronny Markes, a little bit quicker at this stage.
Sneaky uppercut from Szymon Bajor. Randy, I know you like that one.
Definitely. Used his shoulder, create a little space, and ripped right up the middle to land that uppercut from the clinch position.
Good right hand on the second effort there from Ronny Markes. And he's able to shrug off another takedown attempt. Clashing in the center of the smart cage. Strong jab from Bajor.
Ronny's got to move his head off that center line when he starts to trade. It's like Ronny's pursuing a takedown now. He's going to need it.
He's in deep, got his hands locked. Can he pull the hips out? With Szymon Bajor, he gets it done.
90 seconds left for Ronny Markes. Going to work with his left hand.
This could really change things for Ronny if he's able to finish on top.
Minute 10 seconds left here. Ronny Markes' second effort trying to put Szymon Bajor back on the ground.
Really has come down to this battle up against the cage. Whoever has pinned the other has been able to hit those takedowns. And using the cage very well offensively.
Markes is able to swing Bajor all the way around. There's our Cronus fight tracker. Co-signing on what Kenny said, a lot of this fight taking place up against the smart cage barrier. Final 30 seconds.
Ronny did a good job. I mean, Szymon almost had an opportunity to come up on top. Ronny did a good job of bailing, getting right back to his feet there.
Ronny Markes dragging Szymon Bajor back down. That can be demoralizing, but not enough time for that to really be a factor at this point.
Final 10 seconds of this heavyweight showcase bout. Ronny Markes presses Szymon Bajor up against the cage, and Andy Shepard has the official decision.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. The judges scored the fight 30-27. 30-27 and 29-27, all for your winner via unanimous decision, Szymon Bajor!
Szymon Bajor